existing class differences. After all, whether, when, and who people marry are key determinants of adult life circumstances. Although few marry right out of college anymore, dating in college and after graduation sets the stage for marriage. Near the completion of the book, we shared a laugh about a comment written in 2005 after a second-year interview. It read, "Note, I don't know how this project has become so much about class. Indeed, there was no escaping this fact as the study proceeded. We were greatly disappointed to find that the young women, similar except for class background, left college with vastly different life prospects. Few women from less privileged backgrounds would realize their dreams of upward mobility, whereas most from privileged backgrounds were poised to reproduce their parents' affluence. We were initially puzzled by the extent to which the university's organizational arrangements disadvantaged all but the most affluent. After all, public universities were founded with the explicit intent of sponsoring mobility among disadvantaged groups. Through a deeper consideration of the history of American higher education, we learned that elite private education was founded to serve the affluent, and that the consolidation of local elites has also been one of the missions of public universities. More recently, the tilt to the affluent has intensified, as declines in state funding have chipped away at the mission of public universities. Tuition increases and intensified pursuit of those who pay full tuition ensure that public universities cater to the often less studious segment of the affluent that they can successfully attract. As a result, we see a large and growing mismatch between what many four-year institutions provide and what most Americans seeking higher education need. The title of the book reflects the cost of this mismatch. When universities direct resources to attracting and serving affluent, socially oriented students, paying for the party, if you will, other students and families bear the cost. They place their faith in a system that does not serve them well and pay the price with a lower quality education and limited career options. American society also loses as the potential of students from ordinary means remains unrealized. This book would not exist without the generosity and openness of the women who shared 5+ years of their lives with us. It is for this reason that we dedicate the book to them. We did not initially intend this study to be longitudinal. We kept following them not only because we were curious about how their lives would turn out, but also because we cared. We grew to see them as complex individuals, often entertaining, sometimes maddening, but all with something unique to offer. For example, although wealthy Hannah refused to recognize her class privilege, she was perhaps the most kind-hearted woman on the floor. Similarly, we initially found it hard to deal with Whitney, who played the role of floor mean girl, but we grew to enjoy her sharp intellect and wit. We could even explain her snubbing of some floormates as the anxieties of a middle-class woman seeking status in a stratified social world. Neither did it work to see the less privileged women as innocent, given the homophobia and anti-Semitism that some of them expressed. In short, we realized that there were no villains and no heroes. Our arguments sometimes require us to portray the women in unflattering ways. However, our loyalties fundamentally lie with them, and we were angry on behalf of many that they did not get more out of college. This book is a product of our combined efforts. We have a working relationship that is, to our knowledge, fairly rare. It allowed us to create something that alone neither could have created. As such, we share authorship equally. The nature of the collaboration evolved over time. When Elizabeth conceptualized the project, Laura started as a graduate assistant. Over the years, she moved into the position of co-director. Laura did the majority of data collection, producing over half of the ethnographic field notes and conducting approximately 85% of the interviews. She was aided by biographical similarities. Laura is a white woman whose class background and family structure in some ways mirrored that of affluent women on the floor. When the study started, Laura was in her mid-20s. Her youthful appearance, style of dress, and status as student registered her as not quite adult. The women were able to relate to her as an older sister or friend. Yet even with these similarities, rapport was not easy or automatic. Laura wore her hair very short at the outset of the ethnography. Some women were suspicious of this departure from the femininity valued on the floor, which, for a time, motivated Laura to grow out her hair. Establishing connections was harder for Elizabeth.